Surprise! Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean. Please welcome my very special guests, Joan, Wisdom Seeker Joan, and Gerald from TarotStache. Hi,
Hello.
everybody. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Me too. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's fun.
Great. Well, thanks for joining me today. It's going to be a really, really fun Saturday. And I see that Craig Dixon's already been here and Peter J. Watts is here. And we'd like to jump on a little bit early and just get the word out and have everybody come in. Oh, Cody is here. Akila B is here. So nice to see everybody. Thanks for coming.
And I love it because the best chatters are showing up. That's the cool thing.
Wow.
So.
And Teresa is here. So nice to see you. Yes, they're the best chatters. You have such a beautiful community, Gerald. And when you you engage your community, and your community is so talented and experienced and educated. It's really beautiful to watch. I love watching your shows. Always learn something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I do too, which makes it even more enjoyable. So, yep, Teresa is a chatter.
It is a lovely community.
Emmy J is here, and Leah McKea is here, and Pierrette is here. Thank y'all for. How do you like this surprise? Us popping in a little bit early. We're here waiting for the 12:30. I'm like, let's just go on. Yeah. So
we couldn't wait to see you all.
That's right. It's like, hey.
We know it takes a few minutes for the notifications to go out, and well, look at this. So we are ready already. So we just like to ask you to go ahead and put your questions in caps, just like Craig Dixon has done here, and use emojis because sometimes YouTube will it won't recognize it. So just add an emoji to your caps. It's happened once or twice. I'm not sure why that is. And we're also doing readings for your loved ones, for your pets, and just spirit guides or regular psychic readings. We're just going to have a nice, fun Saturday together and see what comes up. So thank you, Craig Dixon. He's already out of the gate. Does my Aunt Rosita Chavez Blackwater have a message for me? Is she okay with my singing? Aw.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if we can. That's right out of the gate. So it may take another a minute or two for us to get tuned in and reach Aunt Rosita Chavez Blackwater. Oh, I feel as though you're referring to your indigenous singing, like the calling, the singing, the dancing, and the singing, that kind of a singing. And she's telling me that you do make her proud. She's showing me that the singing that you do is it's been handed down through your lineage, and it's from your soul, it's from your heart. And she says, it's the intention, Craig. It's the intention. Try not to worry about perfection, or try not to worry about, having it right or wrong. It's your intention and your heart and the energy that you exude when you do this singing, this chanting, this calling that you've learned from your ancestors. And she said that your heart is in the right place. And that's the most important part. And that's what I got. Joan?
It's taking me a while here, but what I was seeing was it's a cactus with a flower on it, but it's not a cactus flower. It's a pink, rosy colored flower that looks almost more like a hibiscus. And so, okay, Rosita, tell me, what does this mean? It's something of the culture, but outside of it, it's something unexpected, but it's something beautiful. You're bringing something new to the tradition, I think is what this is saying. But she's excited about it, and she thinks it's beautiful. It's just a little bit, it's expanding. That's the word I heard. It's expanding, because it's expanding on tradition somehow. but she likes that. She likes that you're taking things into, you're transforming traditional ways into bringing it into modern life somehow, making it real again. It's just not just a museum piece.
Well, let me
Yeah.
just point out that Craig is saying they're not native songs.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was that was not correct on my reading. But go ahead.
But there's
Sure.
something about it's something unexpected and it's something beautiful in that's coming from the cactus. And so I think you're going to have to interpret the cactus as to what it means to you. But it's this beautiful, beautiful music that's coming from an unexpected source is kind of the idea. And she is very happy about it.
I'm curious, Craig, did your aunt sing often? So I'm curious about that. You asked, does she have a message for you? And is she okay with your singing? The answer is yes. She's happy with your singing. And in fact, this is the Page of Cups. This is joy in those emotional things, and songs translate differently than a movie, things like that. They stir something in you. That's what she's very excited about. Some of the songs are from her era, like Sam. Well, yeah, talking about stirring up a lot of emotion and allowing that to flow through you, because I think the message is this is justice. It's going to help you when you're not seeing things clearly, Craig. It's going to help be a beacon to help you get to the other side. And I don't know your aunt, but I mean, she is all about that. She's all about the rule and the roost, and this is the Empress. She's making, it's making her happy. It could be Clara liking them too. What's important is that you are enjoying them. They're sending out this type of energy that is going to support you and support those you love and those you care about. So, and yeah, I mean, and I would say, I don't know if your aunt was a little snarky, but she's like, when it's about time that you start singing. It's like, how long have you not used your voice? And so.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you, Craig, for all of the feedback. And I'd love to hear it sometime. That sounds beautiful. Beautiful. It's a very good way of expressing ourselves and sharing our energy. How beautiful.
Definitely.
Raising the vibe.
Oh yeah.
Great. Okay, so Pierrette is here. Hi, Pierrette. Thanks for coming. She says messages from her guides. Nice to see you. All right.
I'm getting that this is kind of a window in time, a special time for you. I saw, at first it was like a halo around your head, and then it became sort of like a ring light over your head, and it was rising up, and you were in sort of like a Star Trek, this whole column of light. And I was feeling kind of like, ooh, kind of trippy out there. This is very high vibe stuff. So I am getting the feeling that it may have to do with astrological stuff, but this is an opportune time for you to take this moment where you're kind of in this high vibe place, and the opportunity for growth, for spiritual growth, is really high. And then I drew an angel card for you and got Archangel Raguel, who says, nourish your relationships. So that can be with relationships with people, but with your guides and with spirit and those on the other side too. So take advantage of this time. It's fortuitous for you.
Very nice. So, go ahead, Gerald. You can go.
I don't know what's going on, Pierrette, but I think this is the 5 of Cups. And they are very aware that sometimes you are in your head about your emotions. You shouldn't feel that way. And it's very complicated. It's the labyrinth. And that's part of being human. It's navigating it. The message from the guides is clearly they can help you. This is a repeat card. I got Justice again. They can help you figure out what is real and what's imagined. And that's an important factor because they want to remind you that you are the magician. You have the power to create what's coming and what you leave into your world, leave in your world. So this is an extremely powerful card. And I love this card also. This is Temperance. So it's making things that don't normally work well together, that they work together. And so, I mean, so, out of 4 cards, 3 of them are major arcana. So as you're stuck in this labyrinth of all of your emotions, allow them to help you decide what is real, what's not. You take on the power that is yours and you make it work for you. They are fully supporting you.
Wow. Excellent.
Cool. And that first card with the labyrinth, the circle of light on the outside is almost exactly what I saw.
Oh,
and then yeah, that was cool.
Definitely. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. Well, Pierrette, I got something just a little bit different. I saw a nest of eggs and with eggs in it. And I felt as though that you have some new ideas and that your guides are encouraging you to sit on these ideas and allow them to incubate. And I also received the message that there are transitions that are happening in the universe astrologically right now that are going to be changing and not igniting but empowering ideas and allowing them to come to fruition. So that's what I got to sit on and incubate and allow the transition to happen. Yeah.
Cool.
Reading. Wow.
Thank you very much. She says thank you. All right. So I see Christina Kozaj, and she says, any messages from my guides? Hi, Christina. Thanks for being here. And hello, everybody that's coming in the chat. Right after Christina, we'll do a little station break and greet everybody. But best chatters. Okay, very nice. Thanks. Christina's spirit guides.
I am getting like an image of a cyclone or like a tornado, but it's not a tornado. It's like sometimes you see them and they're just, I don't know.
Vortex?
Spouts. Yeah, a vortex. Thank you very much. It's coming down and it's touching the ground and then it goes back up again. And it's like, this is available to you. They're pretty much saying, you can reach us. There's ways you can, this is the time for you to kind of explore that, to kind of bring the vortex down. So we're in touch and then it goes back up again. It's a time for you to explore your ability to communicate with your own guides. They're there and it's not like a huge tornado. It's just a nice white kind of vortex that's available to you.
Wow.
I hope that helps.
Gerald?
Christina, I think the key thing is for you is the message is it's the Queen of Cups. Know your heart, respect your heart, and follow your heart. Your intuition is actually fairly strong. And if you're not trusting it, that's okay. Try a little something to help strengthen you. And I think that your guides are actually there holding out their hearts to you, wanting to encourage you. And this is the Four of Wands. So Christina, this is a solid foundation of that energetic work. All of that magic and that energy, they're here to support you. And I think that's a really good thing to remember. They want to support you. So dream about all of the things that are possible and what you enjoy. And then this is the Ace of Swords. After you dream about what you want, follow your heart, and they will actually help you do those small steps in order to get there. So there's a lot of success that's available to you.
Very nice, very nice. And I was tuning into Christina, and it kind of went along with what Gerald was saying. So when I was tuning in, I felt as though that you had this feeling come over you lately that you should be doing something. And you're like, I feel like I need to be doing something. What am I missing? What am I not doing? I feel like I need to be doing something, but you're just not sure what it is. You feel like the guides are trying to guide you. You feel like you're being led or encouraged, but you're just not sure what direction. And then Gerald brought it home. I got full body chills. Do what you love. Do what inspires you. Do what makes you happy. And this is what they're encouraging you to do. We're so um, used to trying to please other people in order to get ahead. But what they want you to do is to feel your own energy and to express your own light. And this is what they want you to do. And it's as simple as that. We're always looking outside, but it's actually right here. Do what makes you happy. If it's going out on walks, if it's being creative and doing crafts, if it's playing a guitar, if it's riding your bike, whatever it is, that's what they want you to do. And this is the motivation, and this is the encouragement that they're showing you. It's amazing. That feeling that I know I should be doing something. What should I be doing? And they just want you to be you.
Yes. Wow.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was pretty strong. So let us know if that resonates with you, Christina. And thank you very much for your question. And I see Sharon O'Brien here. So nice to see you, Sharon. And Lisa Parr is here. So nice to see you. Sherry Kirk is here. And Sherry, I see your question about your granddaughter, but I think that would be a little bit more like a third party question. So I'm not sure if you want to phrase it a different way, perhaps. That would be great. Lady Silver is here. And I know Lady Silver said she wasn't feeling very good energies. And I just want to share with everybody that the Lionsgate portal is happening as we speak. It was from July 27th and it runs through August 12th. And there are a lot of changes, a lot of downloads, a lot of energy. There was the full moon. We have 2 full moons. So there's a lot of energy moving around. So give yourself a break. And if you're feeling a little bit down or a little bit of, denser energies around you, just take a break and step back. And I think that's what you said. You said you were just going to leave and, but I want you to know that it's not just you. I've been going to bed early this past week, and I just felt like a little bit of heaviness. So it's affecting me similar. Other people, they may feel energetic and very spontaneous and have different types of reaction. It's not the same for everybody, but it is a high energy type of time right now.
That explains a lot. I had one of those days yesterday. We'll just blame it on that.
Well, but because of all this is going on, it's think about it is if you I hate gardening. I have to do it, but you put on your grubby clothes, or if you don't put in your grubby clothes, you're out there, you're digging in the dirt, you're getting hot, you're getting sweaty, you're pulling things. And I think, Jean, what popped into my mind was, be nicer to yourself. You're actually doing a lot of we're all doing a lot of hard work, and I'm getting full body chills. So this is a reminder I need to take care of this as well. And slow down and take care of yourself for things like drink some extra water, take a nap, take a bubble bath, a good shower. I mean, do those things that help you. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox now.
Mm-hmm. No, it's very important, and we can't be reminded enough, you guys. But we appreciate that you feel safe enough to share this with us here in the chat. And if you don't want to be in the chat and you just want to listen, that's fine too. But there's a lot of high vibrational energies when we connect to our spiritual realm, and we lift the vibration, we lift the frequency here, and a lot of people come together, and it helps us all to raise our own vibrations as well. So very nice. Well, thank you everybody for being here. I know that Hypnicity is here, and Sherry Kirk is here. I can't. Okay, Melinda Crocker is here. Very nice. Emmy J is here. Let me see. Let's see. And Alicia Mitchell is here. So nice to see you. Alicia, you'll be next. And Emmy J says, I would love a reading from her spirit guides. Seems to be a spirit guide Saturday, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we're in the middle of that Lionsgate.
Yes.
They want me to change decks. All right, MEJ. I will start because MEJ is spirit guides are reminding me that this is the 10 of Swords. The worst of the things are over. Much of it has passed. And when we look at the horizon line here, we actually see dawn coming. And so remember where you are in your that things are a process, because this has happened. The world is available to you. This is one of the most positive cards in the tarot deck, the world, and it's leaping through all of those things. It's a gateway. You're leaping through a portal, and look how much joy and excitement there is. And the other great thing is MEJ, what I have is I have strength for you, which this is a wonderful card about perseverance. It's about knowing your place, knowing your own strength, knowing how to adapt and to adjust, because that's a really important thing I believe your guides are wanting to remind you. And especially because sometimes people aren't nice and it's difficult. Know your strength, and you be the person who you understand where you are, and it actually speaks volumes about if if somebody is not as nice to you as you would like them to be, if you could show them some compassion and slow down, it can actually and they're saying it could discombobulate them because they're expecting a fight, and instead you're giving them love, and you're sharing this excitement and joy and the beauty of you. So there you go, Mary Ellen. You be you, because
Yes,
nobody else can do it quite as well. So
that is great. And I was kind of giving a hard time because, but it pulls in with what you were reading right away. What I saw was a woman in a white gown. It was just luminous and glowing, and she had a leash, and on the end of the leash was a lion. and the lion was kind of yes. So when you said the lion, and I thought, so what's this? The lion on the leash, and finally, so I was over here picking some other cards, and then it came to me before you really started talking, Gerald, and it said, oh, that's the strength card, the woman with the white dress and the lion, of course. So yes, they were kind of saying the same thing, but I saw you leading the line along, dressed in a luminous white dress, but it was a very calm feeling that you had control over the situation. You and the lion were on the same page. It knew that you were in charge, but you didn't have to be. You didn't have to roar to keep things calm and going the way you wanted to. But I did draw some other cards for you, and one was from the Feathers deck, the Parrot. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It's time to embrace who you really are, to quote Gerald. And then from the Archangel deck, I got Perspective. Zoom out and relax. And there's another female figure in a white dress. So yeah.
I mean, okay.
So pretty much that's a long way of saying what he said.
Yeah. Wow, that was really great, you guys. Wow, that was really great. Really
Full
great.
body chills.
Yeah, yeah. And I felt it turn because Gerald was going here, and he went right for it. I could see it come in. It was really good. Wow.
Cool.
So MEJ, what I was getting for you is I got a big, deep purple and really saturated, like a jewel tone type of purple, very saturated. And I felt that this is your intuition calling and your intuition developing and not solidifying, but becoming more reliable. And what your spirit guides were suggesting is you may want to draw or doodle or color. And that is only to still the monkey mind. When you're using your hand and you're concentrating on something, it's sort of like you're releasing the consciousness of your ego, and you're allowing for the spirit realm and your imagination to come in. So drawing, doodling, whatever you can do. If you can't color, if you can't draw, just doodle, whatever you can do. But there's something about the mind and the hand connection that will release that monkey mind. They're also recommending to release the attachment to the outcome. And this is what they want. This is how they want you to do that, and to consider what you're doing right now is enough. You feel as though you're trying to decide what to do, what step, what action. And they're saying, consider what you're doing right now is enough. So I hope that is helpful for you. But yeah, guys, that was really good.
Wow.
I love it.
I love it when that happens. I do too. It just makes me very happy.
And one of the cards I drew had the deep purple, exactly what you were talking about, Jean. So yeah, we're all kind of in sync.
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Joan. She's always got my back. I appreciate that. She knows it's not easy over here. Well, Gerald knows too. It's not easy to drive and read. So Alicia is here. She says, it is spirit guide. I'm telling you, I don't read them. I just see your name. And So spirit guide, it is spirit guide Saturday, guys.
Spirit guide Saturday. I love that.
But yeah. And Belinda Selena said that last message was helpful for her too. And that happens a lot, that the spirit guides will come through with information that is beneficial for more than just one of us and for a collective.
That is so true.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, Alicia. I love your picture, Alicia. That's so cute. And I think it's a sunset on the ocean. That's really beautiful. All right. First thing I heard was thank you. They're saying thank you that you have kind of sacrificed and given up a lot, and that you are you're I don't want to say the wrong thing. You're in it for the greater good. You have a unity consciousness type of ambition inside of you, and they just want to say thank you, and that they're honoring your devotion and your your quest. And that's what I'm getting. How about you guys? How about you, Joan?
Yeah, I was getting, first of all, my third eye chakra was just lighting up really strongly, and then it showed me you on the shore, um, and giving the idea that you have envisioned what you want and it's coming to you, and it can't be stopped. Just like you can't stop the waves from rolling in. Whatever it is, you've put it out there, and it's, you know, it's just buzzing. It's just there, and the waves are, you know, it's not like a big storm wave or something, but they're moving it towards you. It's just kind of float with it for a while. Whatever it is that you've put out there, it's on its way.
Yeah, I have the Knight of Cups. So things are coming forward. They're moving through, rising out of the rough waters that you have experienced. Remember the family that you have, the people. This is the 10 of Cups. Remember the support system, the people that are around you that actually support you. Though, you know, your chosen family, as well as sometimes your family. You know, share that joy. It is important. They suggest listen to me. They suggest spending a little bit of time on your own intuition and what is it that you want to do and what is it that helps you, because this is the star. The universe is conspiring for your success. Things are lining up. The stars are coming forward, and it's like, boom, there you go. And I love these two cards together because we really have to understand. You have to understand who you are and what your innate awesomeness, for lack of a better word, so that when you recognize that, then you can line up and you can go, okay, here I am. I'm good. I'm ready. So
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. Very, very nice. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you very much. So I have Emmy J had a follow-up. She she sent us some feedback. She said, that sounds right. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Emmy J. Oh, that's very nice. I see Barb's Wheel of Fortune just came in. Nice to see you, Barb. And Debbie No is here. And Melinda Salinas and Jillian Mooney. So nice to see you. Jackie's Crystal Moon. Nice to see you, Jackie. And Sal Rods is here. Nice to see you.
hey.
Just want to greet everybody that was coming in that we may have missed. And Alicia has a little bit of feedback. She says, it's at the desert in Utah. I'm celebrating 60 days alcohol-free this weekend, calling in all of the beautiful things lately. I truly believe my dreams are coming to fruition. Good for
Wonderful.
you.
That's powerful.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Good for you, Alicia.
Yes.
Wow. Beautiful.
Jackie Jacaranda is here.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
And just in case anybody missed it, today is, you know, Spirit Guide Saturday with Jean, Joan, and Gerald.
But that was quick.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me. So anyhow.
Oh my, that is funny.
Fun.
That is funny. Okay, so I see Joyful Journeys is here, and she said messages about her career. But Joyful Journeys, would you be able to just let us know if, sort of like, if you're looking to change careers, if you're looking to, I mean, if you kind of give us a little bit more information of what about the career. Are you ending? Are you starting something new? Just a little bit more about that so that we can be more of service for you. And while we're waiting for that, I have Sal Ross, and she says, may I have a message from my mom, Marjorie?
Hey, Sal Rods, is this this mom that I read for on Thursdays, Caffeinated and Unfiltered? Because I mean, it's okay if it is. I'm just, because we're not caffeinated and unfiltered, so the message will be tempered. So, just saying.
Okay.
Message from my mom, Marjorie. I'll go, because I'm like, all of a sudden I have the world. Things are opening up. You're leaping through it. If this is quite a powerful thing for you, you are leaving behind crap that doesn't. Mom says, leave behind the stuff that isn't making you happy. It's okay to let things go, declutter the house. You know, rotate the clothes, put the clothes on that you really like, because this is the beginning of a new journey, Salrods. This is the Ace of Pentacles. And it's a new opportunity to either for some money coming in, or for you to take care of yourself. Okay, I don't think you did your mom, but she's okay. You're leaping through. You're going to find that new opportunity. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. So your mom is actually saying, Marjorie is saying, keep balanced. Don't lose your grounding, because you can do this. You've had to do this before, and you can do this. You can do this. I keep hearing her say, you can do this. You can do this. Don't overthink it. Just go. And go with the flow. And oh my gosh. Okay, so we have this person's hands out, spread out as in joy, and then the last card is somebody's hands spread out, balancing the things. Thank you, Salrods.
Beautiful. I could not make sense of this image that I was getting. It was you. First, I heard level-headed, and I saw you with, it looked like a hat with a brim on it. And when you'd move your head, it would, it would change around. It was very, the brim was very straight and starchy and all of that. And then it turned into, the top of the hat came off, and it was just this disc. So it looked like an LP with a hole in it that you had on your head. And I thought, what does this mean? But it was something about how you've been very level-headed, and then it turned into, don't let the old tapes, the old records, the old ways you can break free of it. The top can pop off, and you can make your own new way. Just because there were things that have always been done this way, or that's the way that I did it, don't worry about that. You can take that disc off your head and try new ways and do it your way. But there's a lot of love for you, and my throat chakra lit up. So, feel your own strength, use your own voice. And then I pulled a card, which was the Archangel of Charity, who says, bring in love. So no matter what you do, if you bring in love to it, it'll work out.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Very nice. So when I was picking up from Marjorie, I was picking up a woman that wore her clothes were a little like close fitting, like close to the body, like hug the body. And she wore her hair back in a ponytail at the bottom of her neck, sort of, and it was always sort of like straight and trim and fit and not constrained, but like just so everything was just so. It wasn't frilly or shiny. It was just tight and neat and put together. And she said not to compare yourself to her, that your load that you're carrying in this lifetime is not the same as hers. What she had to carry was different than what you're carrying now. And it's she doesn't want you to have to compare yourself to her or to try and fill her shoes. It seems like she was able to do multiple things all together at the same time and succeed at it. And she was you say it seems to be something that looked to be easy for her, and you're just sitting in your soul right now wondering how can she do it and I can't do it, and she's just saying don't compare yourself to her. She said to be kind to yourself, and she wanted to thank you for taking care of her. She said that um, there's a lot more that you have to deal with in this world, at this day and time than she did. She said you're doing great, and she said she is whispering in your ear. She's trying to sort of encourage you and to reassure you and to help you to relax. But she does feel that. So I'm not sure if that makes any sense to you, Sal, or I think it's Sally, but yeah, that's what I got from her.
That's
She's
beautiful.
working. She said she's working on changes.
Makes sense. Sing your own
Okay.
song.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe in her young years. Okay, that she wore that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, and Kevin Lewis is here. Hi, Kevin.
Hi,
Nice to see
Kevin.
you. And Whitney is here, and Marilla is here. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so I do have I did mark it. So Joyful Journeys did get back to us, and she says about her career, she wanted a message, and she gave us a little bit more information. She says, looking for a new career. I've been off on medical leave, now feeling amazing and ready to get started, possibly in Reiki or looking for a new way to serve. All right.
Interesting. Fun.
And Salraz did say she cared for her for about 3 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that's a long time. All right, so Joyful Journey, new career.
Right away, I was seeing someone putting on latex gloves and they're dressed in scrubs and they're in their operating room. And I thought, well, this isn't like, then it came to me that there are medical systems that are now using integrative medicine, combining it. So like perhaps there's a place where you could, I don't know, if somebody comes out of the operating room, you do Reiki on them to help accelerate healing or something like that. But it's about kind of combining the Western medicine with energy healing and other types of healing. So just kind of look around. I know in where I live, there is at least one healthcare system that does that type of complementary medicine and would be open to it. Maybe there's something like that for you.
Yes, actually, Joan, that makes a lot of sense because as I was turning over cards, I could actually, and you had mentioned something about an operating room. I was like going, I could see you actually helping with transplants of some kind, helping the energies of the two pieces to actually meld and to match. And I have the Two of Wands, which two things trying to work together. But this is also, and this is also the card of looking into the future and planning big. Plan big. Be happy where you are. Be content in the environment where you are in your own home. Because if you're doing that much energy work, you're going to need to be really good at grounding. Because if you're not grounded, then it's going to block you. So be really good and understand that you've been in the process of being on medical leave. Make sure that you're getting that grounding. Whatever you're going to do, if you do stuff in the medical field, there are going to be rules and regulations that have to be understood and respected so that you can figure out how to navigate in them. And then what I have after that is the Queen of Swords, which is the card of let's get some stuff done. Very straightforward, very resourceful, clear of thought. And if it's anything, if anyone can handle a Hierophant, it's a Queen of Swords, because they are clear-minded, they are articulate, intelligent, and they're not afraid to put their words into action. So
very nice. Very nice. So joyful journeys, journey, I was actually, the first thing I saw was a dress that had an empire waist, and it made me think of the Renaissance sort of era. And I'm not sure why that popped in first, but I'm not sure if that has something to do with one of your past lives or your energy, or if this is something that is special to you or that you are fond of naturally. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And definitely energy healing, as far as in the spiritual sense, in the um, and energy healing is this, but it's not necessarily a physical technique. It's more of um, um, a a journey in the different realms, and to incorporate the different realms into this realm. And it's sort of, and I think it's from either your ancestors or your guides, that you're going to be accessing this information or this energy or this technique, and then bringing it here. And this is what Gerald said: to ground, to ground, to ground. You're going to be bringing in this information, this ability, this energy, this ancient knowledge, and bringing it through, and assisting people. But it's often very, it's almost, I don't want to say it's only words, but it's done through words and like hypnosis almost. You know how hypnosis would be healing, and this is sort of like the energy healing I see you doing, is connecting to the higher realms of the higher self, and then bringing this into to your client, and working this way. But Reiki is a wonderful place to start, but keep your mind open, and you may want to sort of explore the different realms, or the different possibilities, or the different techniques. But I really see you connecting with something, a higher source, and bringing that in, and then um, uh, performing the healing that way. So I hope that makes sense to you. Ah, yeah. Is mediumship a possibility, she says. So let's see.
yes.
Yes, I'm getting a strong yes.
I'm getting a strong yes as well. And it's not just mediumship. It's a little bit more than that. You'll be bringing through oh, she says, I'm a hypnotherapist. Get the
Oh,
heck
okay.
out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's
This
incredible.
Yep. And mediumship it's because you can access those other realms, but ask for an angel to assist you with your progress, and with your you know endeavors and your progress, um, as well as a spirit guide to assist you. And I feel as though you're just calling them in. They're already there waiting for you to call on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, have them just put it in your path, so you can have like, oh, of course, that feels right. So it'll feel like the coin dropping, and you'll know that's the path to pursue.
Wonderful. Yeah, well, thank you. And thank you for elaborating with the career question. I thought it was really important. I knew there was a little bit more behind it. So thank you very much. All right. So I see Melinda. Melinda is here, and she has a question. May I have a message from my spirit team, higher self, about how best to navigate work relationships? Was stressful last year. And I think Ashika, if you're still here, just say hi.
I'm getting two things. The first one was just pray for them, pray for them, pray for them, pray for them, or bless the people who are causing you trouble. And they reminded me of a situation that I had kind of a dragon lady of a boss, and I took that approach, and we became fast friends for years after that, which I could never have imagined before that. And then, so it might take you a while to be able to even make that approach, but consider it. And then I pulled a card and got the Archangel Uriel, which is success through action. So I think it's a combination of spiritually blessing the people or the situations that have been or are challenging, and then taking, tune in and kind of do a little test, or maybe through a pendulum or whatever, about what action is best for me to take here. Let me see. So Archangel Uriel, what action are you referring to? Oh, okay. And the thought I'm getting is, when something goes wrong, don't just sit and seethe and assess the situation through your mind and with Spirit's help, and then take whatever action you can. And even if that action is, if you get the idea that, nope, this is about him or her, this has nothing to do with you, go back to work and just clear your mind. That's an action too. So send light and love and take action.
I would piggyback off of that and actually say that approach this from a new perspective. Don't hold on to what was there, because if you approach it from a fresh perspective, that things are going to be different, especially for you. Things are going to change very quickly. The Eight of Wands. And stand your ground in the sense of, don't pick up, if somebody offers you a rope to do a tug of war, don't pick up the rope. Stay in your lane. And, as Joan said, this is a lot about them and not about you. Don't feed into that, because then the last card I got was the Lover's card, which is a card of partnerships and new ways of working together, where one is not better than the other. They are equally as important, and you show up and you do your bit, and support others while they're doing their bit, but don't do their work. So that's your stand your ground. You have agreed to do certain things, and do it.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, Melinda, and I was just to hook on to that last thought that Gerald was bringing through, is boundaries. Boundaries are very important. And I also heard, not my monkey, not my circus, which that's similar to what Joan and Gerald were saying. And it's important for you to bring in new energy. You bring in new energy around you, a new protective light, a new loving bubble, and only positive, uplifting, heartfelt. What would it be? Helpful and positive type of energy will be tolerated. And if it's not tolerated, just say, you know what, I'm sorry. This, it's not a good not a good time right now. It's not. I'm just practice those
boundaries.
practice those boundaries, but maintain. Like, don't engage. Like, I mean, we're all just saying the same thing. Try not to engage. Try not to let it get under your skin, and come look at it from a higher perspective, and understand that you have an awareness that they have not gained yet, and or that they may not have the ability to reach like you do. You may want to just say, have you ever thought of this? Or you know, I don't know, maybe just giving them a little seed of a different way of looking at things. But it's not easy when people are in a clique and that they only want to kind of fight and talk back and forth about each other and really be villainous to certain people. It is very difficult to work in that type of atmosphere. But like Gerald said, hold your own and stay confident and keep your aura clean and smile and give out love and light. And like what Joan said, make sure you pray for them and send them love and wish them the best. Yeah. Well, all the best to you, Melinda. Thank you very much for your question.
Yes, Melinda.
And thank you for what you do. She's a beautiful, wonderful teacher, and she teaches our youth, and that's
Yes.
very much appreciated. So I think, is Ashika still here? I'm not sure. Did she come in and say hello?
I did not see.
Is Sharon O'Brien still here? It's hard to go back and forth, y'all. Oh. Sharon, are you still here? Yeah. I'm sorry. I was jumping around with the questions, just trying to take them as they were coming in. Oh, Ethnicity says she's still here. I don't see your. Oh, Sharon's here. Okay. All right. Sharon, I had you here, and we're just coming up on an hour, you guys. So we're not quite there yet. I think we have time for one or two more. Okay, very nice. So Sharon says, will I be ready to relocate to my retirement place in a year or so? Wow.
Well, I asked two questions, both using intuition and using the pendulum, and both pretty much said the same thing. You will be ready, but the place might not quite be ready for you yet. So I don't really even know what that means. If you have a property and you're building something and it runs long, or if there's just a weather thing going on, there might be some delays, but you are going to be ready. Let's see. Okay, so Spirit, what should she do about this if there's delays? I'm just hearing you'll know in your gut. It's not going to be long delays, but just be aware and be able to, they're showing me a boat just kind of absorbing the waves, taking it in stride. And as long as you kind of have in the back of your mind that it might be a month or two later than I had wanted, but I can handle that. Like if whatever it is, the rental agent or wherever you're going says, yep, we'll be ready for you on June 1st. Just have a plan B to make it July or August 1st or something.
I'm getting a sense of a little delay. So much the way Joan was saying, and it may be a 5-month delay or something. So I think the key thing to remember here is make sure that make sure that everything that you need to do, you've done, and that people are also doing everything that they should do. Make sure the contracts are good and that there's no misunderstanding. Because appreciate, don't live in the when I get there. Appreciate where you are now, because then that will make the wait more bearable, and it can actually lessen the wait, if that if that makes some sense to you. So there you go.
Very
Nice.
nice. Very nice. So what I got for you, Sharon, is similar. I mean, Joan is absolutely right. I back up with Joan, and Gerald both said that it's you are ready, but it's important for you to be in a in a in a place of contentment and appreciate it, the place where you are right now, because each it's the journey, it's not the destination. You don't want to just rush by all of this and get to your destination and say, oh, I wish I would have savored that a little bit. Oh, I wish I would have made a little bit more time to do this or to do that. So it's important to appreciate the journey and take it one step at a time. And I did see I was checking with my pendulum, and I was looking into more like 2025, but it's again, there's a lot of different balls in the air. There's a lot of different components to the decision and to the actual move, and just allow it to unfold, and you'll know when it's ready, when you're ready. But it is coming soon, and it feels like you have all your ducks in order, all your things in order, and that you'll reach your plans, you'll reach the what you're planning to do, and they just want you to be able to take it step by step and allow things to unfold as they will. I feel as though you already do this. Let me see if there's anything else. You can still plan before you get there. You know what I mean? Like you can, you don't have to wait to get there to do what you want to do when you get there, if that makes sense. So yeah, but that's it. But thank you very much, Sharon. Yeah.
Sharon says she plans on buying when she gets at the new place, but her health is holding her back now. So maybe that has something to do with it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see it. Plan on buying, health holding me back now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Sharon, do you I think that everything happens for a reason, and to try not to resist and go with the flow and get your health in order. And perhaps your health is holding you back now because now's not the time to buy. Like, everything happens for a reason. Accept the position or the circumstances as they are, and go with the flow. And then when your health improves, you'll know that that's your opening. Nobody ever wants that, but perhaps that could be something that's affecting the timing.
Yeah. Best of luck.
Yes. And I did a check, and I think you will be ready health-wise, but it's more about, maybe in the inspections for the house that you want to buy, something comes up and that delays it, or who knows what. But send us postcards.
All the best to you, Sharon. We wish you the best. What a wonderful, beautiful dream that you have going there, and your future is very, very bright. I see. So I see Hypnicity says, if possible, any messages from her uncle Hans. He passed in 95. Thank you, Hypnicity. I went back and found it. Was he very religious? I'm seeing the crown of thorns on the head of Jesus. Did he have burdens in his lifetime, or did he? I'm not sure what that means, Hans. I feel as though there's some expectations or imposition from society that people are expected to wear. Like if there's bell bottoms that are hot right now, that everybody should be wearing bell bottoms that we're expected to display or express as society dictates. And it's just a example I'm putting out. Like he feels as though he had to wear a persona that society expected or imposed on him that was very painful for him. So I'm not sure what he was or felt inside was what he displayed outside, but he's just showing me that it's important to express yourself and to be true to yourself and not to sort of compromise yourself for society. He understands that, you know, we all have to follow rules and there's laws and there's, you know, proper behavior, but your self-expression is your own self-expression. So this is what I'm picking up. Does that make any sense to you? How about you, Gerald? I see your eyes open.
I was just curious, and I popped it in the chat. And Ethnicity, you don't have to answer this, but I'm wondering if he had some drinking issues, because I have the Three of Cups, party sort of guy, lots of going out there, and he was fun to be with. But then he sort of swung in the other direction, a bit of depression. And so I don't know if that's part of it. He had this complete desire to have the ideal family. This was what he really, really wanted. And when he couldn't get it, he sort of went back into the, why am I not getting it? What's going on? And so there's this thing. He certainly was a go-getter, charming guy, you know, very dashing, you know. All the men wanted to look like him and be him, and all the others wanted to be with him. So quite dashing. So he never had kids. He liked his wine. Okay. So I think you know, for the message from him is that he really values the idea of family and wants to remind you of that.
Wow.
That, I would say, is the core message.
Wow.
He died
Beautiful.
alone.
I was having a hard time making heads or tails of what I was getting. Rather than offering you a bouquet of flowers, I was seeing on a black background or a dark background these long stem flowers with pink blossoms, small pink blossoms coming up, and not a bunch all at once, but one at a time, one at a time. And then it became clear, and the pink blossoms were in such contrast to the darker background. And it became clear that they were pink carnations, like those little mini carnations that had such a sweet, sweet, spicy smell. And so I think the spacing out may relate to the fact that it's been a while, you know, since 1995 when he passed. But he is saying, thank you for keeping his memory alive through all this time. And now he's gathering him into a bouquet for you. He appreciates that and appreciates the love, and he's sending love back. I drew a couple cards, and I got the chickadee that says the time is right to release old patterns and energies. You're ready to embrace change. So if there are, I think this is referring to him too. If there's sadness or anything surrounding him, it's, you know, release that. He's fine. He's doing fine. He's looking out for you. And he also said, listen. And I love this with the seashell around her ear. It's such a beautiful, beautiful illustration. But listen both for him, and I'm just hearing him also, or I'm also coming to me is listen for the goodness of nature all around you, the goodness of creation. And that's a choice. There's plenty of the other side to see, but he's saying, listen, and especially tune into the good parts.
Wow. That was beautiful, Joan. Very beautiful.
Mhm.
Wow.
Thank you.
So yeah, Hypnicity was giving us a lot of really good feedback, and I just wanted to pop up so everybody could see that I felt as though he had some burdens, and she said he had a couple of failed marriages. She said he was a skier and a golfer, and he was a model,
Mm,
and he doubled in ski movies for Henry Fonda and Lou Costello.
wow.
Um, mhm. So, Gerald said, was he, tendency with alcohol? And she said he liked his wine and he never had kids and he died alone. And that was very, very sad. I'm sorry to hear that. And she said he envied her dad.
Wow.
I guess it would be his brother. That would be, your dad's brother that he envied. But it's almost like, yeah, she says, thanks. He had quite a life. It's almost like no matter how much he did achieve, it would never measure up. And it's almost like because he wasn't able to be true to himself, to his own. He wasn't ever able to be himself. He's always trying to be something else.
Mm,
Um, so this is what perhaps your dad had, and he like that contentment and
Yeah.
that he was searching for. But bless his heart, Hans, Uncle Hans, and he is that was so beautiful that Joan said he is watching over you and
Mhm.
sending you the love and to not remember him for all of that, but to learn the lessons. And when she said hear or listen, that listen to what my life is teaching you. Listen to this. Listen and don't make my same mistakes.
mm,
Um, yeah. So she says he and my dad built the first ski school in Montana. Oh, how
wow.
cool!
Nice.
How cool is that?
That's incredible.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. Well, thank you very much, Hypnicity. And everybody, we're after the hour, so we're gonna say goodbye. And Gerald, where are you? I keep calling you Gerald Stash. Gerald, where are you going to be next?
I'm actually going to be on the Cool Crone, no, the Cool Crone for political readings on Sunday. I will put all of that in my community tab, but I'm doing readings on Monday, and then I have I'm excited about. I have a laugh and learn about star seeds, and this is part 2. And so I am encouraging people to go over to my community tab and post their questions
Oh,
for Tanis. And so Tanis has put up a list of starseed characteristics and a lot of videos. So I'm excited to see what we have next. So I've got a fun week planned. So like
that
and
sounds
subscribe. That
exciting.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
I'm
will.
so happy. I'm so happy. It's like yes,
And,
yes, yes.
and please go over and subscribe to Gerald's channel. It's called TarotStache, and that's his YouTube name. And
There you go.
please go over and subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified for. He has absolutely educational, wonderful shows, and he's a very dearly loved member of our community. And Joan, how about you? Where will you be next? As if I
Well,
didn't know.
I'm looking forward to Monday, where we will both be on with the Crone Zone ladies. And I'm getting all choked up about it because I'm a little nervous. I'll be doing a presentation on intuition, and I hope everybody comes over. We'll be talking about what it is, how to develop it, and doing some exercises to work, getting in touch with your intuition.
Ooh, that's
And
cool.
yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And then I'll be reading with Juno on Wednesday the 9th, and most likely on Thursday with Meet the Mediums with Allie. So it's
Nice.
going to be a fun week.
It is. It is going to be a fun week. Well, that sounds so exciting. Yes. And I will be on Sherry H. Voices from the Swamp later on this afternoon. I'll be visiting her on her channel. So please go over and check, uh, touch base with us over there. And then tomorrow I will be Valerie from Illumination Portal will be here and giving us information about this Lionsgate portal and updating us on some astrology facts. And as well, we'll be doing some intuitive readings as well. So it'll be really exciting. That's tomorrow at 2. And then on Monday, I will be with Joan, and it's Joan, Terry Lee, Terry Suzuki, myself, the Crone Zone ladies, Priscilla and Heather. And we will be on the Crone Zone. It's on Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Pacific. And Joan will be doing the presentation. So please go on over and support Joan over there. And you can also subscribe to Joan's channel if you're watching on a different channel. And Joan's channel is called Wisdom Seeker Joan. That's her YouTube channel. Please go over and there.
Ready.
I love them. I love them. I love them. But thank you, everybody, for being here, for your questions. Thank you. And for all of your support. Thank you, Jackie, Jacaranda, all the moderators. And thank you, everybody, for being here. You all made it such a wonderful show. And have a great weekend. We'll see you again soon. Take care.